It is fucking crazy the difference between reactions to this video and this song, depending on where it was posted. We put it on Worldstar, there were so many negative comments and people who hated us for it, and we knew what we were getting into. There were a lot of good comments too, but generally, negative response on Worldstar.
Yo, Worldstar went totally ham on the comments. A lot of people hated it, and they said some really funny stuff.
Then you go over to SoundCloud. Every single comment was positive. People loved the song, they loved the beat, they loved the lyrics, they loved the flow, the production, the mixing, everything. It is absolutely wild, depending on who the audience is, that they could be polar opposites depending on what website it got posted on.
As soon as any hip-hop artist in the community says anything against drugs, you kind of get like this weird backlash where people will like call you cringy, corny, or stuff like that, and it's kind of interesting that you'll never get labeled as any of that as long as you're for drugs, even if your music isn't so great.
When you say things like I said in Death the Trap, or when you do things like we did in the music video, you get a lot of people who want to keep you out of hip-hop and not let you in because they don't want you to say what you're saying. And this is not country music. Hip-hop is not welcoming to everybody. So it's tough to get in. And a lot of these negative comments do make you feel like somebody doesn't want you to get in, but we're not asking anymore, we're forcing our way in. There's a lyric at the end of Death the Trap that is exactly about this, and it goes,
we used to knock at your door, now we kicking your door down. We used to ask you to listen, now I'm grabbing your fucking ear and screaming into it loud as I can so you can fucking hear.
And that is about the fact that we spent years trying to figure out how the fuck do we get people to listen to our music, and we have to make it happen. You can't just put the music out there. So, here we go.
This gets crazy.
Sorry to a single soul. If I only fucking want you, I fucking bitches on my phone. I can come up with my own solutions. Fucking bite the flows.
So this week we spent the entire week sending out emails and messages and DMing influencers.
And there's more on the way. We have bigger plans for Death the Trap. We plan on getting it featured in some more places. We're still working really hard to push this song because we believe in it and its message and sound.
We're up on This Is 50, we're up on Worldstar. Are we done yet? Or is there more cooking?
And it's been very successful, as controversial as it's been. It did 2.5 million views on Worldstar, which is fucking mind-boggling to me and Kyle. It's done over 20,000 plays on SoundCloud already, and it has over 7,000 views on YouTube in its first week. And the reason I'm saying this about these numbers is because it wasn't luck, and it's not even necessarily skill. You could have a great song, but the fact is we've been putting the work in to make sure that this gets put in front of people, and we attract the right people who agree with this message and fuck with us.
For one whole week, Nico sat there and wrote, and I sat here and messaged. The way to get your music out there is to hit up people with big following and ask if they want to check out your song, if they'd like to share it with their followers, or you're going to have to pay for the exposure, the advertisements, and things like that.
What I'm saying is none of this happened magically. Kyle spent this whole week, like 72 hours straight sitting on the couch hitting up people on SoundCloud to repost it. Hey, do you like this song? If so, would you repost it? 1,000,000 times over. And that's how you do it. Hi, beautiful people. If you're digging what me and this kid are doing, you can like us on Facebook or subscribe to us on YouTube. We'll link you below. Peace and love.